Hey everyone, we're going to do the step of Zerith-var's quest.
Vive ça!
So we are in Reaper's March, headed to Weeping Wind Cave.
Stupid cart. I really need to get a new one. Oh, hello.
I am with you, Tommy. Stay close, Tommy. What lurks here surely intends us no good. Grim totems. Our path to Canarthi's rise will not be uncontested. Search in the north, Tamit.
Alright, we are in a delve, but I'm just going to do the quest. So as I said, delves often have two directions, but only one real way to go. So we're going to loop around down here to the north.
By the hidden moon!
They did an update today. So some of my mods might be a little off until they are updated. They also kind of did the opposite of subclassing. They introduced what they now call class mastery, which means if you're using all three of your class skill lines, you get bonus abilities.
Until
So
you
my sorcerer's
rise
checking
again.
that out. We haven't really gotten high enough to even unlock all of our skills yet, so we will get around to that. They also seriously buffed up werewolves, which is making me a little scared in here. So I have respect again to subclass something different as for heals. So the first three spells I have are damage, the last two are heals. But the Mage's Guild heal spell is more like a rune, something that is cast and then triggered. So I don't want to use it as a main heal consistently because I'll just hit it and think I'm being healed and I won't. So as long as I do the same thing with my sorcerer. If she's using it when you need to be healed, you need to do it quickly. It's gonna be tough to go without the sorcerer pet, but it's so ugly. I mean, I love her, but I do not approve of her abilities. My sorcerer runs around with both of them because she's got the class skills to back that up. Okay.
There, through that break in the rocks.
So that's a new thing to play around with. I used to have damage counters and be able to see all the damage I was doing all the time, and I haven't done that in a while.
How
But
strange to enter a place long dead and sense life. I believe. Yes, Cantor Crinzy is near.
so there's a lot more to do today if you're a werewolf. They also changed global difficulty settings. So you can have the normal setting, or you can raise your difficulty now and get more experience and more gold.
Jarithanti, Crinzy. She cannot hear me. See if you can reach her, Tamid. Moonsinger Talbira?
Tamiti, Azura beckons you to this place, just as she did this singing soul. This once proud sanctuary was left to ruin long ago. Bring it to order, and your path will be made clear.
Whatever you ask, Talbira. I am determined to make things right.
Viti's notes, moon beasts. I first spoke of Ravith Morna's waking a moon beast, a creature birthed from darkness that she aimed to set paths for the crossing, to prey on all Khajiti souls headed to paradise, sands behind the stars. This is in contrast to what the silent priest Amon-Dra has written on the matter of the moon beast of Lorkhaj, which prowls the edge of the lattice and seems to serve in some capacity as our protector. Azura is infinite in her mercy and wisdom, and Ravith Morna can hold no sway over such a creature, but this one believes she seeks to make her own based in this design. Ravith Morna's voice and that of the chorus of the Twilight Cantor she turns to Rajaska may serve to give it shape and purpose, but such power confounds Viti. The moon beast of Lorkhaj was birthed by immortal spirits, guilt and betrayal. Could this one come from the same wounds? Will this moon beast be born of Ravith Morna's dark heart? Or perhaps of two dark hearts meeting, two hearts parting? Viti cannot say for certain. She can only record her thoughts and findings for posterity, and resolve to do whatever it takes to stop this moon beast from becoming called into existence. Were Viti, instead of Ravith Morna, enacting this plan to sow Namira's discord for the souls of all Khajit? I'm not sure what that sentence means. Now, oh, so she's, okay, I get it. Were Viti, instead, Ravith Morna, enacting this plan to sow Namira's discord for the souls of all Khajit, now seems the perfect time to strike. The plagues and wars of the Second Era ensure that this moon beast will be well fed on misery and have no shortage of prey. And of course, the hidden moons is no more. Were it not for the miracle of Zerith-var, Azura's blessing, Kesitana Sidahin, and the allies they both have found in Crinzy and this one, Ravith Morna would stand unopposed. It distresses this one that to perceive Ravith Morna's plan she must think like her. But Viti's fur should not rise at such similarities. After all, did this one not think herself quite different from Zerith-var? And yet he and Viti both carried the same gift. And yet he and Viti both carried the same guilt for the same sin. We turned our blades on ones we loved and found ourselves wounded for it. For the secret of it, perhaps there is something to be learned from this. Forgiveness cannot abide, while the truth festers in shadow.
Talbira appears and requests we restore this place to find our path. I failed her before. I will not fail her again. Does she seek to humble me? This place serves as yet another reminder of the mistakes I have made.
What mistake did you make at Canarthi's
I
rise?
failed to end the Rajaska threat. They attacked, senselessly striking down young Hadalit in the prime of their training. Deaths I could have prevented had I ended Ravith Morna. But why restore Canarthi's rise? The hidden moon is dead. Gone.
They're not all dead. You're still here.
That is true. And despite everything, you are here with me. I suppose some lessons are only learned through action and ritual. If you are willing to help me, perhaps we can learn together. Let us explore this place and see what we can do.
I'll help you. Let's see what we can do to restore Canarthi's rise.
We'll return soon, Jarathanti. May Azura keep you safe.
BT's Notes, Order of the Hidden Moon, Part 1. As the Torval Curiata has no particular interest in preserving what they deem heretical texts, information on the Hidden Moon has been difficult to find. Difficult, but not impossible. Landmarks survive that are Hidden Moon in name only, but there are Khajiti who miraculously still keep the old faith and know some of the extinct order. Hermits and nomads who do not stay still long enough to draw scrutiny from the likes of inquisitors, who pass faith down through oral tradition of story and song, moon singers of the modern age, and others. In case these notes fall into the wrong hands, this one will keep her particular sources anonymous. Not that anyone would believe that much of what this one has learned came from the soul of an ancient moon singer, currently resurrected as the twin soul of this one's brightest pupil, but Viti digresses. It is, as Zerith-var claimed, the Order of the Hidden Moon was a martial order of necromancers. This order is believed to have existed since the Merethic era, but this is not necromancy of the likes of Zernog-Fum, or that which this one's sister Aifa attempted to harness. Necromancy of the Hidden Moon, as Viti understands it, involves inviting forward the spirit of Khajit on paths to the crossing. In death, our souls wander, and our paths are darkened by clouds. And our paths are darkened or clouded by our life's transgressions. Souls may clear their paths by answering the call of Hadalit of the Hidden Moon, who walk twilight paths in service to Azura, all across Nirni. These invited souls give power to these Hadalit, Azura's chosen, power to attack or protect or heal. And for the short time they lend their aid, these souls are able to atone for misdeeds in life. Their paths to the crossing are cleared. Oh. So basically, DPS, tank, and healer. Moonsingers today are storytellers and bards who carry valuable history in their tales. Moonsingers of Zerith's age were more magically inclined with their songs, especially those who enter partnership with the Hidden Moon. If I may speak highly of our Twilight Cantors for a moment, we have means to stop a soul from bending to Namira's sway. Moonsingers of the past had no such songs. Their partnership with the Hidden Moon was specifically in service of fighting Dromathra, and their songs were many. Moonsinger songs could silence or entrap dark spirits. Some believed the purpose of their songs was to drown out the persistent rhythm of the bent dance, or to compel the dark spirits of Dromathra to forsake the path of Namira. If the Dromathra resisted, they were usually killed by Hadalit, meaning sent back to the void. From there, their souls might crawl forward to walk this plane again, or they might stray toward the clarity of Azura's dawn. They were never banished as we Twilight Cantors banish them, which sees the soul permanently destroyed. BT's Notes, Order of the Hidden Moon, Part 2. From what this one could find, it seems the practice of pairing Moonsinger and Hidden Moon Hadalit ceased following the rise of Rajaska. If this one had to venture a guess, it was due to what transpired between Ravith and Zerith-var. Grinze said the closeness that Zerith had with Ravith was not advised by his order. Not forbidden, but simply not advised. This one suspects this was an acknowledgement of Azura's message of love, yet cautious in the nature of how some feel the strength of romantic attachments more than others. As with any emotion, one supposes it may fill our souls so completely as to make cracks for the dark to seep in. But not always. This one has never known keen pangs of romantic love as others speak of it, so it is difficult to make an objective assessment of such claims. This one suspects that perhaps there was no explicit order that this partnership be dissolved. Rather, this one believes this decoupling was done naturally by those involved, who always suspect that such attachments might lead to trouble. Zerith-var might have hidden the true cause of Talbira's death from those in his order, and if there were not some who suspected the truth, there may have been plenty more who wished to never follow in his footsteps. Forsaking such attachments prematurely was surely easier than being asked to violently sever them in moments of dire importance. In special cases, adepts of the Hidden Moon who earned a moon claw, a holy implement bestowed upon Azura's most faithful Hadalit, can see to direct deliverance of certain souls. If this practice that this one witnessed when Zerith-var cleansed the darkness from Takhida and Zayabi, and later Izalgo, Khrinze tells Viti, though she was not there to see this happen. Other implements, such as this, have existed in the Order, the most notable of which is known as the Moonlight Blade. Undoubtedly, the Moonlight Blade served as the model for moonclaws, but its matter of selecting who would wield it was supposedly left to selection from Azura herself. Knowing what this one knows of religion, Viti suspects this process was left more to the preference of high-ranking members within the Order, rather than divine selection by the mother of all Khajit herself. Rajaska is a word lost to time. This one found a few sources referring to them, meaning they must have been a scourge of Nirni for a relatively short period. No longer than a decade, this one suspects. If this one crosses paths with Zerith-var again, perhaps she can needle the confirmation of such a time from him, however painful it may be to recall. Before this one changed her stance on Zerith-var, she learned that his order was brought down from within its own ranks. However, this seems to have happened long after Zerith-var's time. In hindsight, it was unfair of Viti to use that information to try to sway Khrinze against him. This one is glad her Sahida, former Sahida she should say, did not listen to this old cat. She will continue to work with Khrinze and Talbira to revive the songs of the old moon singers. Perhaps there will be no need to sing our songs of banishment hereafter. Viti's notes, Song of Binding. Moonsinger Talbira speaks through my Sahida, Cantor Khrinze. She's taught her a song to bind a Rajaska, a powerful Dromothra made from the souls of fallen singers. The words of her song of binding Rajaska are this: Mona Rithanti, Serbani Aver
The
Masamdani.
comfort of a fire, as true in your time as much as in mine.
Jazet Jura Trajivenia, Besha, Besha, Besha. The dialect is archaic, but I will translate the holy words to Cyrodiilic as best I can. Dark singer shackled by 1,000, possibly countless, sorrows, brilliant Mother Azura compels you. Forgive, forgive, forgive.
A house of scrolls. Wisdom scattered to the dirt. Let us see what knowledge we might salvage.
Crescent Blade by Kaigo, Hadalit of the Hidden Moon. Even the most perfect instrument of Azura's making is not sharp enough to cut without one to wield it. Such is the duality of our kind, echoed in all things, the inner curve and the outer edge of the blade, the arm and the blade itself, dawn and dusk, Joan and Jode. But what holds such duality in balance? Faith, promise of guidance. There is beauty in our many phases of being. The myriad ways one soul may brighten or shadow another. We bend and we straighten ourselves. or we are straightened again by the careful hand of one who loves us. Whether Azura, or more likely, those we call our friends. Evensong by Moon Singer Bokhari. Are our songs the blades or the arm that swings it? Is the distinction important? One can do little without the other. We are the same, yet as different as dawn and dusk, as two notes in harmony. One cannot be without the other, and together they are something else entirely. Find beauty in your many differences, but see yourself bonded by what makes you the same. Partnership. Find yourself to be Tamiti.
Cantor Takida. We tended to her soul in Claw's strike.
Zerith-var, falling star, last shadow of the hidden moon. Their word and creed live again in you. Remember this.
Cantor Takida. The first Twilight Cantor we saw fall to Ravithmona in Claw's strike. Moons. Our journey has been a long one. Her spirit said that the creed of the hidden moon lives in me. Am I truly fit to embody this charge?
What do you mean?
These scrolls were penned by those who understood the teachings of the hidden moon. The lessons inscribed are meant to take precedence over the whims of the heart. My struggle with such matters is why we are here now.
How else are you meant to learn if you can't make mistakes?
You are right. It is for Azura to determine if I am worthy to carry forward the teachings of the hidden moon into this age, to embody them and apply them, and to know that it is never too late to remember a forgotten creed. Thank you, Tamit.
You're welcome, Zerith.
The armory. Blessings on these weapons have long since faded. We might restore them with moon sugar water, if we can find any. The old sacristy. Could there still be moon sugar water in these jars? The seal remains intact. This moon water should still carry Azura's blessing. Cantor Zeabi. Do you remember her from the Vile Manse?
Heed me, Zerith-var. A weapon that loses its edge can be restored. What of you?
Cantor Zeabi fell to Ravithmona's corruption in the Vile Manse. We arrived only in time to save her soul. She likens me to a sword that has lost its edge, but she is mistaken. I am no blade made blunt from overuse.
Then what are you?
Not the perfect implement of Azura that I once held myself to be. But to say I was ill-made by the Mother of Twilight, I would not hiss in her face so. I am flawed by my own actions, my choices in life.
You're right. You're right. Our choices define us, including your choice to quit here or keep going.
I suppose the heart of the hidden moon is redemption through service. No one is ever so lost that they cannot find their way back into Azura's embrace. We serve Azura in our actions now. Thank you for reminding me, Tamit.
Of course.
These bones belong to brothers and sisters of the hidden moon. They deserve better than to bleach in the sun. lay them here, Tamit. Let the turned earth receive their remains, as Azura receives their souls. A humble grave for those that lived humble lives. Sirdse hateni, sos rai traji, leswer vabe jesni, a tenar, vuskna, luvisna. Cantor Izalgo, we guided him in Rimmon Necropolis.
Minister to the dead, Zerith-var, but forget not the living. Forget not to tend to yourself.
Curious. Cantor Izalgo's words echo a parable of the hidden moon, of a necromancer who lived his entire life in cloister, devoted to Azura. When he died, she took his soul, and mourned the life he swore only to her.
Azura mourned his life? Why?
The parable posits that those of the hidden moon who eschew the outside world can never truly help their fellow cats. We are meant to know the heights of joy, the depths of sorrow, and everything in between. What could Izalgo mean by quoting it now?
If Azura wants you to experience highs and lows, then you've lived just as she wants you to.
You are right. And not just my life before, but here, now, in my life with you. Finding my way out of darkness may serve to honor Azura. I will meditate on this. Thank you, Tamit.
Of course, Zerith.
We restored what we could. Let us return to Krinzi and hope we made this place better than when we found it.
These grounds are hallowed once more, Twin Moons. You repaired Kenarty's rise. Now, we repair the spirit. A revelation of forgiveness dawns on Krinzi. Heed her words now.
Zerith! Walker, I felt Azura call to you. I feared you might not answer. It is good to see you, my friends. I came here to commune with spirits, to find a path through the darkness. They taught me so much. Epiphanies on history, songs, and faith. And Zerith, has the truth dawned on him yet? Is he finally ready?
What truth? What does he need to be ready for?
Forgiveness. Not from me, or Talbira, or any of the Hidden Moon that once called this place home. Guilt is a wound on Zerith-var's heart. It ties him to Ravith Morna, and opens the door for the void to rush in. Do you see? He must let it go.
Zerith's guilt ties him to Ravith Morna?
Why else would they both return now? Azura did not refuse Zerith's soul at the crossing. He held himself back. It is also clear to me now. Clinging to his guilt only serves Ravith Morna. Forgiving himself is the only way to close his wound.
So all we have to do to stop Ravith Morna is convince Zerith to forgive himself?
Far from the only thing, but the most important thing? Certainly. I think Azura cast him in your path for a reason. After all this time, if anyone can convince him to move on, it is you. Oh, have you seen Viti? She went to get the other cantors.
I cantor Viti? I was wondering where she was.
Viti brought me here. A good place to hide and dispel the darkness, yes? Talk to Zerith, Walker. His training keeps his soul from bending, but his guilt is an open wound to the void that Ravith Morna draws from.
He must understand that to end her.
The trance you were in, is that how you knew that Zereth's guilt is giving Ravith-Morna her power?
Trance? Oh, I was communing with the spirits. They reminded me that Azura wants us, her followers, to love ourselves. When we do not, it wounds her as it does us. Those wounds become doors to the void. I helped Moonsinger Talbira close that door.
Are you saying Moonsinger Talbira felt guilty too?
How do you think she felt? To ask her partner to kill the one he loved? After all, she introduced them. Zerith's heart is not the only one wounded by guilt, but he is the only one whose heart was so tightly lashed to Ravith.
And that sort of connection is strong enough for Ravith-Morna to draw power from him?
Love is a willing bond between two souls. I can think of no stronger connection. Ravith and Zerith were both devotees of Azura. Love is all she teaches. Well, that and forgiveness. So now Zerith needs to be reminded of the latter.
You said High Cantor Viti went to get the other Twilight Cantors?
Yes, I had dreams of a sanctuary in the mountains. Memories from Talbira. A forgotten place where the Twilight Cantors could hide from Ravith's chorus. Finding it was not easy. Getting here, less so. I am not even sure how long I have been here.
And High Cantor Viti came with you?
Yes, Viti helped get us here. Then with Talbira's assistance, I started to commune with the spirits that fill this place. Viti left to gather the Twilight Cantors, to bring them here for safety. You did not happen to see her when you arrived?
No, we haven't seen High Cantor Viti since we parted ways in Predator Mesa.
Strange. Time passed differently with the spirits, but she should have returned by now. Did something happen? No, I will not give in to fear by speculating. I am renewed. I need to be to stand with you twin moons and see the end of Ravith-Morna.
So this was the lesson in restoring Kenarthi's rise. Forgiveness. I knew how to fix this place, to tend to old bones, lost scrolls, ancient weapons. But mending what lies inside me, what has been part of me for so long, that is not as simple.
What's stopping you from forgiving yourself?
My order calls forth souls in search of redemption. That is our work, our purpose. By fighting alongside you, have I properly atoned for taking the life of a friend, for all the misery that followed? Will any actions on my part ever be enough?
Think of everyone we helped in our time together. If that's not cause for redemption, then what is?
And why should it stop there? If we survive, I will spread more of Azura's teachings of love and forgiveness. This era is definitely in dire need. Your words lead me to illuminated paths of clarity, Tamit. I am ready to face Ravith-Morna.
Good, but we don't know where she is.
We stand in the shrine to the hidden moon, like the one we found in Ralkar after I first awoke in this age. Do you remember? We invoked ancient rites to receive Azura's direct guidance. We must do so again here. You have moon sugar water, yes?
I do. I'll pour it in the ritual basin.
Mother of Twilight, guide your faithful as the unerring arm swings the finely honed blade. We seek the den of Ravith's chorus. My Moonflaw knows the path. The veil thins at Starhaven Adeptorium, in northern elsewhere. I will open our way.
Zerith! These flames! What do they mean?
By the moons, hordes of Dromathra approach, and worse, through the portal, quickly!
Such darkness, and so near. Those bodies, are they Inquisitors?
Combat ahead. The Inquisitors must have hunted the Rajaska, but their faith did not protect them.
They would not try to face the Rajaska alone. Oh no. Ravith Morna is near. I can feel her darkness. But the Inquisitors, what were they thinking? If they hunted the Rajaska down, they would never attack without...
What are you thinking, Crinzy?
That the Inquisitors intercepted High Cantor Viti and made the Twilight Cantors come with them on this assault. They have fallen, but the Rajaska need the Cantors alive. Otherwise, they cannot bend them to join their chorus. We have to save them.
Zerith and I will do our best.
Stay here, Jareth, or stay hidden. We will search for the Twilight Cantors.
Inquisitor's orders. Inquisitors, we've all felt adrift in the absence of Grand Inquisitor Arsalan, but now is not the time for mourning, and if his absence is any indication, it is no longer the time for spy work and information gathering. We have everything we need to proceed. Mobilize what Twilight Cantors you can find and prepare to attack at Starhaven's Adeptorium, where our reports say the chorus of the Rajaska Jal now gathers. Be warned, our alliance with the Twilight Cantors is and always has been tenuous and temporary. Their songs are meant to help us, but if these Daedra-worshipping singers are at risk of being turned by the Rajaska, you must be prepared to strike them down before they are bent to join the forces of our enemy. Forget about the heretic Zerith-var and whatever accomplices he's managed to sway to his side. Let us instead drive back this darkness once and for all, in the Riddle Thar's name.
Like twin moons! Var!
Come! We can hold them off no longer! You two! Thank the moons! Is Crinzy here too? Azura heard my prayers and sent you here, thank the moons. Twilight Cantors from every corner of Elsewhere are holding off dark spirits as best they can. We can definitely use your help.
Tell us what's happening here.
I left Crinzy to heal at Canarthi's rise and decided to gather my fellow Twilight Cantors. I planned to bring them there as well, but with the disappearance of the Grand Inquisitor, the Inquisitors ordered us to aid them.
How did the Inquisitors track down the Rajaska?
I did not ask. They had a location and a plan of attack. They just needed the Twilight Cantors to assist them. As ever, the Rajaska were too much for the Inquisitors. Their faith was not strong enough. But without their swords, neither are we.
Where are the other Twilight Cantors?
Scattered throughout the ruins below. You remember Aoife's warning, yes? Of the moon beast Ravith Morna is summoning? I hear it growling. It stirs from the call of her chorus. Pray we are not too late to stop its waking.
We'll save the Twilight Counters and then see if we can deal with this moon beast.
I will tend to Viti while you do what you can for the other Twilight Cantors. Send for me when you find Ravith Morna.
Prepare your voice, Crinzy. We will need Talvira's song sooner rather than later. Aha! Find your center!
Footsteps! Be ready, Cantors! Your scents are unknown to me, but I know your descriptions. The Inquisitors who rallied us here complained of you often. But they are dead now. I hope you come to us bearing good news.
Cantor Crinzy and High Cantor Viti sent us. We're here to help.
Ha! High time the High Cantor was bestowed the gift of common sense. We can hold this position no longer. Is there a way to safety?
We cleared a path. You should be safe to leave.
You two novices hear that? Prepare yourselves. We're leaving.
Footfalls, the end stalks us. This one prays you are flesh and not a desperate imagining. We are lost, doomed.
Calm down. High Cantor Viti and Cantor Crinzy asked us to find you.
Oh, blessed mother of the dusk and dawn, who sends such warriors to protect her devoted. When the Inquisitors fell, we feared all was lost. Is there a path to safety?
Path to safety is clear.
I am with you, Tommy. Unshackle your mind, Tamid. Let this be a lesson.
quiet. Someone comes. You don't look like an Inquisitor, and your friend only looks somewhat like a dark spirit. Wait, you're the ones from the Vile Manse. Are you here to help us again?
Cantor Crinzy and High Cantor VT sent us. We're here to save you.
Of course you are. Thank the moons and all their forms for this mercy. Is there a clear path to safety?
If you move quickly, you should be able to make it from here safely.
A moment to prepare, and then we'll go. Light of love and mercy guide you both.
My Moonclaw beckons southward, Tamid. Our hunt for Ravith Mona continues. Tamid, across the bridge. Look at the sky. Twilight. Ravith was always strong, but this power she has amassed, I have seen nothing like it. She seeks to disrupt the crossing, Azura's plains. I had not thought to see such destruction also blemish the face of Nirni.
What is that thing?
A shortcut, a doorway across plains, where the void in my own heart was born. Ravith Mona will use this bypass to send her moon beast to the crossing, to let it prey on the souls of all Khajit and make real the dark dream of every Dromathra.
We can stop this, right?
I feel the truth of what Crinzy said back in Canarthi's Rise. My guild holds open this door to the void. I am ready now, thanks to you, to embrace forgiveness and close this breach. But I cannot face Ravith Mona or her moon beast alone.
I'm with you, Tamid. Let's stop Ravith Mona.
Rahan, we cannot do this without Crinzy.
I am here. VT leads the others to a safe place. Your weapons, my voice, and Talbira's song. I am ready to follow you into the darkness.
With the guidance of my Tamid, I am finally ready to set things right. Crinzy, Talbira if she listens too.
We do not need your assurances, Zerith-var. We have faith.
So you do, Jarithanti. So you do. Let us step into the portal and end this.
The Moon Beast! Are we too late?
Like redemption, it is never too late. Let us show Ravith this is so. Zerith-var, Tamid. Answer this dirge with our song of battle!
Do not listen to her, Zerith. Your path turns from the darkness.
Let your souls be the first dragged into the dark. Find me in the heart of Lurkai. Bleed for me. Valida
Khajiti cannot be
I
stopped!
sing for my mistress of decay!
Let this be a lesson!
I sing for my mistress of decay! I'll drag your soul into the dark myself. I sing for my mistress of decay!
Tamid, move! Khajiti, it must be now!
No! The mother of all Khajit will never take me back!
Let your light drive the darkness from this riven soul. Azura, lend me strength to guide her back to you. Azura, by the power of the hidden moon, recall Ravith.
Ravith cast off the dark. She seeks redemption. But the Moon Beast! We are too late!
You can banish it, Tamiti. The two of you, together, now!
Khajiti, Ravith, sing! Tamid, aid me! Let your hand guide mine! Rise, hidden moon! Ravith, you accepted redemption. I cast a hand into the darkness, and you took it.
Not just your hand, Thamur. I felt the words and the guidance of your Tamid through our connection. You reached past the darkness and found me. Our paths divide here. Walk your second pounce with lightness and purpose, Zerith-var. May we never again hold so fast to the darkness in our own hearts.
Let the wings of Khenarthi bear you to the crossing, Ravith. The portal to Nirni is open, friends. Let us return. Together.
And I don't want to go. It's really pretty.
It is finished. The Rajaska stalk the face of Nirni no more. In my last moments connected to Ravith, I felt her relief. The door between us closed forever. But there was no fear, not like before. The ties that bound us, we were both ready to let go.
I'm glad you were able to forgive yourself, Zerith.
Tamid, I never would have found the road to redemption without the light from your soul to guide me. Before we returned, I felt a pull from my moonclaw, the slightest grasp, reminding me I was welcome to return to Azura's crossing with Ravith.
But you chose to stay?
I end the story that began in an age now nearly forgotten, ready to start something new. But what was that story, truly? A tale of a stoic stand against the looming darkness? Of the rebirth of the hidden moon? No. It was always quieter, simpler.
What was the story about then?
It was the story of a soul who foolishly felt beyond salvation. And though he kept Azura's creed and rite, he had shut his heart from her words. But she had not forgotten him. She sent another to see him made whole again.
What does this mean for you now?
For the first moment in a span beyond counting, my soul is unburdened. I seek to explore this world, Tamid, to heal its wounds, right its wrongs, and I can think of no better company than yours. Please, take this, with my eternal thanks. Where one story ends, another begins. If I am still here, it means Azura still has a purpose for me in this world, that she wants me to walk its length and breadth. And there is only one I want to walk alongside me. Tamid, shall we?
After everything that's happened with Ravith, are you sure you're all right?
There are so many things I am and am not. Am I whole? No. But perhaps no one truly is. Making peace with that truth is my challenge now. I am able to step forward. It is easier to do so with you at my side, Tamid.
Ravith was the love of your life, wasn't she?
She was the love of one life, yes. But when we were parted and met again, we were much changed from each other. For the better, I think. I have a new life now. I am a moon in a new phase. Let us see where that takes me.
Grinzi, you are safe. We did it, Viti. Let me tell you everything.
The wound in my soul closes. At last, I know peace.
I believe that is the end of his story, but I'm going to keep him with me until he's level 20.
Where one story ends, another begins. If I am still here, it means Azura still has a purpose for me in this world, that she wants me to walk its length and breadth. And there is only one I want to walk alongside me. Tamid, shall we?
Let's talk about our partnership.
Such words would make my heart light.
How do you feel about our friendship?
You are part of my greater purpose here, in this time. I know it. Where one story ends.
So, yeah, he's level 14. He's still got a bit to go on rapport. He needs to unlock his level 20 ability. And then when the rapport is up and he's at level 20, then I will switch to a new companion. Okay. Back to the Mages Guild storyline.
We ride.
So this is the
This
Mages
work
Guild in
never
Wayrest. Now, these are Fighters Mages Guild dailies. Let's see.
I don't think we've met, comrade. I handle all special contracts involving the worm cult. Dark anchors are everybody's problem, no matter your political leanings. I have an available contract if you'd like a taste of real
Fighters Guild,
work.
not Mages Guild. What do you need?
The Rivenspire chapter's focus is on killing blood fiends, which means they need help rooting out the worm cult. Destroy any dark anchors you find in Rivenspire, and watch yourself. The blood fiends are everywhere.
I'll take care of it. So that'll give me a daily quest. Destroy a dark anchor in Rivenspire. So I might be doing that on my own as part of my dailies. I'm going to see. The Mages Guild levels up by tomes. Fighters Guild levels up by dungeons and anchors.
Good to see you again, comrade. You recall our encounter with Dosha, yes? When we found her encoded journal?
It's been translated?
Yes. We called in several favors to do it, but we've cracked her code. In service to her Dark Master, Dosha was after something hidden in a dwarven ruin, a place known as Mazenelt.
What was she looking for?
We're not sure, but it seems to have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus her notes mentioned. Mazenelt is far from here, but I've prepared a portal that will carry us across Tamriel. What do you say, comrade? Venture with me into the unknown?
Let's do it.
I will open the portal. Takes just a moment. Here we go. Dosha was no scholar. She did nothing idly. The river has brought us here for a reason.
What are we looking for?
A treasure of some kind. A potent weapon or an epic spell. Dosha respected only one thing. Power. Whatever it is, we must get it away from here.
Why the urgency?
Dosha knew of this place, and so others do as well. If we don't retrieve whatever it is, others will come. And it must have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus. If Molag Bal plans to unleash that weapon again, we must stop it.
What do you think it is?
The last days of the Dwemer were endless war. Their mages raced to perfect ever more esoteric spells, ever more powerful weapons. Perhaps the origins of the Vivicus stem from that long-gone era.
What is this place?
A holdfast of the Dwemer, the dwarves. We're somewhere in Hammerfell, I think, near the South Dragontail Mountains. Or so Dosha's notes say.
Do you know where the dwarves went, Sees All Colors?
If I did, I'd be the wisest woman in Tamriel, comrade. No one knows what made the dwarves disappear. Or at least, no one is saying.
Why Hammerfell?
Why does the river take us anywhere? The Dwemer built complexes all throughout northern Tamriel. My guess is that we're at this ruin for a treasure of some kind. If just any dwarven ruin would do, there are closer places than Mazenelt. What in Nern?
The undead are close behind us. We must hide the remains of the weapon. Now! The automatons are still active. We'll die down here. We will see this done, or Molag Bal's hunters will chew on our bones.
Kurano is right. With any luck, the constructs will hold back the dead. Let's move.
I still think this plan is madness.
Those were ancient ones. Aliens in a Dwemer ruin. What went on here? Dosha will... Blades ready, comrade. These constructs know no mercy.
Damn it. Corino is dead. The weapon will be lost forever.
No, there's still hope. Osterrand will have to do it.
Oblivion, take you. I can't.
We can still succeed. But you'll have to enact the sacrifice, my friend.
Without a soul in the crystal, there will be no way to repair the weapon. It must be done, Osterrand.
A sacrifice? What did they come here to do?
Crono's journal. Molag Bal's ravenous hordes claw at the gates of Delodil. A wave of undeath comes from the city of Abgarlas, as always. The Meridia has shown us a dire warning. Their king has begun plans for a magical rite, a ritual with a locus of power that will drain all the life from our home. Without some kind of dramatic act, Delodil will be lost. King Serlin himself has asked me to form a plan. We have the power, the magicka, the skill. We must be able to stop these inhuman monsters. The plan has begun. We forged a weapon. It took much sacrifice, but the weapon will stop the ritual. And the Mortum Vivicus we've learned about. Our group has been tasked with entering the hated city of Abigarlas and ending the threat. Meanwhile, King Senedelin will ride against the dark city's walls. With his full host and the might of Meridia behind him, we can win the day. It is done. King Anumeral's entire family is put to the sword, and Abigarlas itself destroyed by the righteous lightning of Meridia. The ritual is stopped, but we cannot go home. The weapon was ruined in the attempt. We've salvaged the prismatic core at its heart, and carry with us the plans to construct the weapon anew. We are hunted by beasts of Molag Bal. We must get the crystal to safety, but we dare not lead these creatures home. Almost a week, all the while hunted by death. We dare not return to Deludil now. The beasts would destroy our home and take the crystal. Instead, we've determined we must try to hide the core and the tome of instructions. A dwarven ruin called Mizanelt is close by. It should suffice as a final resting place for these precious relics. I just pray Valasha is ready for what must be done.
The skill it took to craft these constructs. Amazing. Just think what this place must have looked like in the time of the Dwemer.
Lanath's journal. I owe everything to Endar, who saved me from the dark manipulations of Abigarlis' king, showed me the light of Meridia. To think I would let him attempt this mission without me at his side. I don't know the details, but I know where we're going. And anything that puts a shiv in Mulagbal's eye will make me rest easier. We barely escaped Abigarlis. The fighting was intense, and I still can't believe what happened. Since making our escape, vampire assassins and ghoulish huntsmen have dogged our every step. Kiranos says we're heading to Mizanelt. I'm not sure how a dwarven city figures into the plan, but I'm not here to think. Our goal is to safeguard that crystal they took from the weapon, and some book. We've been searching the mountains for weeks now, traveling far into the eastern peaks. Insane myrrh. I wonder Endar has lost his mind, but then again, there's a lot I don't understand about this trip. At least I'm still alive. And there's Lanath's corpse.
We barely survived the last wave. Valasha's injured. We'll never hold against the dead and the constructs.
Osterond is right. You need time. I'll lead the dead away, down another branch in the tunnels.
Lanath, don't! You'll never survive the swarm.
If my death buys you the time it needs. For Deludil and Meridia!
Giving yourself willingly to the river's current. Noble. More wonders. And a split in the path. Which way shall we go, comrade? halls remain intact.
Be a lesson.
A moment. This may be crucial.
My love, Osterond, if you're going to do it, you have to do it now. I'm dying.
I can't. Don't die on me, Balasha. I can't do this.
You must, my love. Or Molag Bal has won.
It's what she wants, Osterand. This is why we came here. Do it!
Goodbye, my love. My Balasha.
Balasha's journal remains. Perhaps it will shed more light on what's going on here.
I still can't believe we're alive. I've never seen a city like Abagarlis. The horrors I witnessed there are etched into my dreams. We do live, though. I have my Osterand, and we have the crystal. That's all that matters. Since entering the Dwarven city, Kirano has grown quiet. Today I learned why. She took me aside to talk. She believes someone must be sacrificed to the crystal before we hide it. Several powerful priestesses gave their lives to see it forged in the first place, she said. It makes sense. Molag Bal revels in death and destruction. A life given willingly and bound would be anathema to that fiend. Kirano asked me if I'm willing to make the sacrifice when the time comes. I am very afraid. Osterand and I were betrothed just weeks ago. He was furious when I told him of Kirano's request, and I was afraid. And so I prayed. I spoke with Meridia for hours. I knew before I knelt that it would be my duty to accept the burden. But duty, honor, they're just words. Compared to the feel of Osterand's hand on my cheek, how could I willingly agree? In the end, it was for Osterand that I agreed. With my death, I can ensure the future of our world. Nirn will have need of the weapon again, and my light will last forever, bound to the crystal's heart. How could any priestess of the sunburst turn that down?
Another journal? Amazing it's still preserved. May I see it?
Here you go.
The water begins to clear. 2 cities, 1 warship's Meridia. The other, Molag Bal. Abagarlis, the city of the dead, creates a relic to strike at the Meridians. Deladil, City of Light, creates their own weapon, forged around a heart of crystal.
The Aliads here are from the Meridian city, right?
Just so. These ancient ones steal into the heart of the enemy with this crystal weapon. They stop the ritual, and their king ends the dark rule of Abagarlis. But they are hunted, so they try to find a haven, a place to hide the crystal.
And they came here, to Mizenelt.
You have the right of it. They sought to hide their prize, but the priestess of Meridia first gave her life. She relit the crystal heart so that the weapon could one day be forged anew.
So the crystal is here?
Yes, comrade. The journals also speak of a tome, instructions for creating the weapon. The crystal heart of the weapon and the means to construct it lie here somewhere in these ruins.
Then we'd better find them.
Swift as Canardi! Evil never sleeps of its own accord. shown mercy.
And still more active constructs.
What are they thinking?
Okay, level 39.
I can't hold them. You have to go.
I'm not leaving you.
We died when we agreed to this quest. We just kept walking a while. Hide the crystal. Hide the tome. Go!
Such bravery in the face of certain death.
And Dara's log. It's just the two of us now. We've been down here in the dark for so long. I don't know what day it is. Osteran is quiet, even as the sounds get closer. He misses Valasha a great deal. I can see it on his face. We're trapped, as far as we can tell. The doors forward refuse to open no matter how we tug on them. I think we may have it. It's taken us days to figure it out, but the guardian constructs in the room contain strange red crystals that glow from within. They look like they'll fit into the sockets near the doors. With a little more time, I believe we can find a way through. The constructs, they've broken through. They've broken through. I think this will be the end. Goodbye, Linessa. Wherever you are, I loved you. Know with my last words, I loved you. King of Deladil. Author unknown. There was in those days a city in the heartland, Deladil by name, and it was a city of pleasant promenades, of learned scholars, of meticulous artisans, and of lissom dancers. And also did Deladil have warriors fierce and proud, who protected the promenades, and the scholars, and the artisans, and the dancers. And though the warriors were few, they were bold. Now the people of Deladil worshipped many gods, for they were devout, and held all the divines in reverence. But above all, they did venerate the Lady of Light, building for Meridnunda a chapel of colored rays and beams, which was for glory, like a piece of Aetherius brought down to the mortal world. The people of Deladil were proud thereon. But across the valley was another city, Abergarlis, which was to the darkness as Deladil was to the light. Now Abergarlis had as many citizens as Deladil, but few were dancers, artisans, and scholars, because most were warriors fierce and proud. These warriors were lent to other states and cities for the making of war and in return for wealth, and thus did Abergarlis in its own way prosper. Now the king of Abergarlis saw the chapel of lights that was the pride of Deladil, and he said, "Is not Abergarlis as great a city as Deladil? We shall have the great chapel for our own." And he decreed that much of the wealth of Abergarlis be spent in the building of a shrine to his own patron divine, who was the Lord Mola Gabal. And the people of Abergarlis reared up a vast shrine to Mola Gabal, but they were but rude soldiers rather than artisans, and the shrine was misshapen, ill-colored, and burdensome to look upon. But it was, none the less, larger than Deladil's Chapel of Lights, and thus the king of Abergarlis boasted that his city was greater therefore than Deladil. But the people of Deladil evinced no dismay, and went about their business as before. And this unconcern of the Deladils ate a hole into the heart of the king of Abergarlis, and he was vexed unto madness. He sent soldiers to profane the small shrine to Meridnunda in Abergarlis, and then went to his vast shrine in Mola Gabal, where he swore a mighty oath, and slaying a family of visiting Deladils in the altar, the king vowed that he would gather his army, march across the valley, and capture all the Deladils, sacrificing them to Mola Gabal within the Chapel of Lights. And the king of Abergarlis mustered all his soldiers, and on a night in which the skies were lit by a furious, racing aurora, he marched them across the valley to Deladil. But when the king and his army arrived, they found the land empty, for the city of Deladil was gone unto every brick. And the king thought he heard laughter in the lights in the skies, mirth that turned to shrieks of fear that came not from above, but from back across the valley. In haste the king marched his soldiers back to his city, but when they arrived in Abergarlis, they found it utterly destroyed, as if by scorching light. And of the families of the soldiers and the king, nothing could be found but their shadows burnt into the walls of the city. Thus Abergarlis. But of the fate of Deladil, nothing more was known.
The dead Centurion, a fitting resting place for my Valasha. Now just have to hide the tome. What? No!
The crystal is in that steam Centurion.
We must destroy it!
Osteran's diary. Everything I did, everything I had to do at Abergarlis, I'll never forget the sight of that place, the feeling that washed across me. This sight haunts me. The hunters hound our every step. They smell it on me. I know it. They know I was there. They can smell the blood of that dark family on my armor. I can hear them in the night. I pray to the sunburst that we will soon find shelter. This ruin seems as good a place as any. If we can find a safe place to hide the crystal, perhaps the constructs will allow us to escape the dead. Valasha told me she plans to sacrifice herself to some ludicrous plan, some fantasy that Kirana has filled her head with. The crystal is lost, its power gone. I've argued with Kirana for hours. Now Valasha won't even speak to me. Valasha finally broke the silence. She's adamant that this must happen. I understand her duties as a priestess of Meridia, but I never believed they'd lead her to self-sacrifice. Her beliefs come first. I cannot fault her for that. I just wish our story wasn't going to end this way.
With this killer.
Well done. Now, to leave this place. We've succeeded where that withered root dosha failed, comrade. Here, I will open a portal for us to return.
Yes, Guildmaster.
Take the crystal and the tome. Give them to Merrick, and he can begin learning what it will take to forge the weapon.
Where are you going, Guildmaster?
I have something I must attend to, comrade. The knowledge we have gained here has flooded my mind. I must mind the river's course. I'm sure we'll speak again soon.
See you soon, then.
Wait for her to leave. I must speak with you.
I'll see you down the river, comrade.
Please, speak with me. I have only a moment to talk.
Why do you keep appearing to me?
You're in danger. Danger I can't fully comprehend. Not even in death.
What kind of danger? Why can't we talk about this danger?
Someone close to you has plans. Plans for both of us. Plans to betray you. I am anchored. Contained. Pulled away. Beware, comrade.
I will. Well, that was vague.
Welcome back from the depths, comrade. Guildmaster Sees All Colors told me you'd have something for me.
Yes, we found this tome and crystal in Mizeneld.
Thank you. I'll begin my research straight away. You'll be the first we contact once I know the details. In the meantime, Sees All Colors sends her regrets she couldn't stay. She said she had an urgent matter to attend to.
Okay.
Message for you, comrade.
So I believe this is probably the continuation.
The guild... Comrade, I must speak with you about an urgent matter.
What is it?
Sees All Colors requests you make your way to her as soon as possible. She said she hopes to make use of your prize. She said you'd understand what that meant.
Thank you. Where can I find her?
She and Aelif await you at the hall in Shornhelm. Go well on your path.
What's the word around the guild?
Not much you don't already know. Every blade's been turned toward the Daedra. Heard a big crew took down an anchor somewhere in Cyrodiil last week.
Messy business. Landed right on top of a skirmish between the Pact and the Dominion.
Okay, somewhere along the line, I lost the thread for the Mages Guild. Let me see if I can go over there and pick it up. I'm gonna actually go back to Glenumbra and see if there's an NPC there. So since, yeah, everybody like yells at you to help them as you go by, I might have failed to.
You wish to suffer my wrath?
Might have failed to pick up a quest. Let's see. There we go.
Your timing is impeccable. I'd hoped to find you here, Adept.
What can I help you with, Shalador?
Velast has finished translating the tome. Once you're ready, join us at the Mages Guild. Speak to Velast when you arrive. I'll be making preparations for your first trial.
Where can I find her?
Velast will be expecting you at the Wayrest Guild Hall. I'll see you there, Adept.
What has she discovered?
She did most of the hard work. I'll leave the explanation to her. Just know that Sheogorath is nowhere near as clever as he thinks. She was able to unravel his nonsense and determine where you need to go. Huh!
Okay. Looks like a good place to stop. Let me go hear the town crier. You can do it. You can cry. It's your party, and you can cry if you want to. No? Okay. She's shy. Anyway, beautiful day.
Hear ye,
there we go.
ye. Messengers from the Lion Guard have brought word that they have begun a quarantine of the city of Camlorn. They assure the king that the plague there shall not spread.
Well, that's good news. So, next time we will continue the Mages Guild. Have a good time of day.